This is more than a story. This is legacy. From the ground up, I rise. Legacy maker, legacy. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks to riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, now watch me engrave. Straight pavements, midnight cravings, mind braving through storms and standoffs. Faith kept me saving every dream I could dream, every vision I scheme. Now I'm front page steam, Doc Yowzery's on the beam. They see me now, the glow from nothing to portfolio. Trials forge the soul, each scar's a free throw. Rising sky with goals, coated on my marrow from shadows to cameras. This life's no cameo.
Watch the transformation.
I flip struggle into currency, pain into legacy. Don't you tell me my ceiling's the sky, nah, I bury it deep. I'm a legacy maker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, yes. Now watch me make it. Now I'm stitching seams in apparel, thread law apparel. Logo reads, I'm a legacy maker, proud. Universal line born from lessons. Each stitch a confession, weigh your test, no digression. It's status expression. The world peep the series, legacy makers premiere. How I balanced insiders and outside of fears. Features on the rise, insights within the prize. My story's got prize, truth look in my eyes. Legacy's a movement, every step's a blueprint. Make, break, forge faith, this ain't just fluent. I made it out the gutters, pay dues in the clutter. Now I'm the son of the struggle, shining like no other. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. I'm a legacy maker, breaking chains, no faker. From the dirt to skyscrapers, grind sharper than razors. Racks of riches in motion, devotion my flavor. Legacy on my chest, now watch me engrave. Legacy maker, legacy maker. This is my story, written in victory. Suno. I let the anthem play.
Yo, peace. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Dream Hustle Podcast, your guide through the grind, the legacy, and the real blueprint for making it in hip-hop. Today, man, salute to Scott LaRock, the brother who started as much more than just a DJ. Scott Monroe Sterling came up in the Bronx, right? The home of block parties, burnout buildings, and the birth of this thing we love called hip-hop. But dig, Scott wasn't just running the streets. He was sharp, did his thing on the basketball court and in the classroom too. He went and got his biz degree, graduated in '84, and instead of chasing the fast money, he started helping people out as a social worker. And that's wild, because we don't talk enough about how hip-hop came from folks trying to help their community, not tear it down. Funny thing, it was at that shelter where he crossed paths with a young KRS-One. Imagine that, two future legends meeting at a place meant for helping folks get back on their feet. That's fate, right there. And, I look at my own path, coming up in Ohio, no giant connects, just a couple crates and a hunger to build. Scott's approach to community, always putting the people first. That's what lit the fire for me to keep it about the artists, about family. Where was I going with that? Oh, right. It's all about your foundation. Scott showed it's not just about who spits the hottest 16, but who's building up everybody around him. Now let me tell you, once Scott linked up with KRS, history started morphing in real time. Boogie Down Productions, BDP, y'all comes alive. They broke in with that Criminal-Minded album in '87, and wow, talk about flipping the script. That project wasn't just about banging beats or rhymes about life in the Bronx. It was street journalism, man. Raw stories, no sugarcoating, painting pictures that made folks sit up and listen. Scott, he ain't just stand behind the turntables. He was the executive producer, the business mind, the strategist every crew wishes they had. Here's the real kicker. Labels were out here offering fast cash. Jive tried to throw a bag at them, but Scott was like, nah, we gonna roll with Warner Brothers, keep our publishing, set our value. And that move, that mentality is the very same I push with Down by Law management. Don't let labels write your story or decide your price. I might be wrong, but I honestly think Scott was the very first to show us you could say, you need me, I don't need you. The man was teaching game just by living it. It's kind of wild, actually. We see folks talking about ownership and business moves now, but Scott did it before it was even cool. It set a whole new tone in hip-hop, kind of like when Rakim brought knowledge into the bars, like we talked about in that other episode. But, with every move that threatens the system, somebody's looking to knock you off your square. When B-Boy Records started playing dirty, holding back royalties, playing games with contracts, Scott pushed even harder for artist empowerment. That drew heat, heavy heat. Then, man, that tragic night in August of 1987, D-Nice calls Scott to mediate some beef, and next thing, shots ring out. Scott gets hit, and man, it hurts just to say he didn't make it out the hospital. Word always gets spun in the streets. Some say it was random. Some say the industry had hands in it. But the bodyguard RoboCop's role still got folks guessing. But here's what remains unshaken. Scott's spirit lives on. You can see it in the Stop the Violence movement, in DJ Scott La Rock Boulevard, up in the Bronx, and in the code he left for us. Fight for your rights, protect your art, help others rise. That's why, when I'm schooling young artists, helping them read contracts, or talking about why you never sign everything put in front of you, I always pull from Scott. He taught us by example, man, and that's the highest language there is. So, how do we keep Scott's vision alive, especially now when the industry's full of new ways to get played? It's about more than just rapping. It's understanding your value. Today's artists got tools Scott could only dream of. Digital stores, direct distribution, you name it. But the fights are the same. Ownership, copyright, learning what your name and your music are really worth. You got to make sure you're not just eating for a night, but building for the long haul. That means learning up on financial literacy, knowing what rights you do and don't have, and never letting the label or anybody really write your story for you. There's organizations out here, artist collectives, mentorship programs, kind of like the plugged-in stuff I mentioned in past episodes, workshops, digital telethons, fundraising for independence. That's all straight from the Scott La Rock Handbook. You want to follow his ethos? Simple steps. Get legal eyes on your deals, fight for your credits, and most important, build your crew, not just your clout. That's how you survive and make an impact. Straight up. All right. Bringing it down to real talk. How do you actually put Scott's lessons into practice in 2026? Let's start with music rights. You got to know the difference between copyright, publishing, and mechanicals. All them words labels toss at you to get you lost. One sneaky contract can take your future, for real. So, invest in your understanding of licensing, get smart on what every percentage means, and if money's tight, there's lawyer collectives and legal clinics that can help you for cheap or free. And this is key. Mentorship ain't just a buzzword. Find a real one, or if you up already, be one. Join or create programs centered on financial literacy, how to read and negotiate contracts, and knowing what ownership really means. Then, stack up alliances, Partner with righteous organizations, other managers, and even local businesses who respect the hustle. That's how you build a network that makes it harder for the next shady deal to go down. Like Scott, make it about the long run, not just a quick check. Yo, here's another thing that don't get said enough. We need more workshops and community resources out here for hip-hop artists. Don't just wait for someone else to hand you knowledge. There's workshops on collecting royalties, navigating music law, and setting up sustainable deals coming up all the time. Sometimes for free, sometimes through organizations that want to see you win. What if every city had legal clinics just for artists, or webinars where new producers could talk to seasoned execs? That changed the game, no question. Labels should be linking up with community orgs, schools, after-school programs, and anywhere young folks gather to build those mentorship pipelines. I'm talking about building a real connection, passing down the knowledge so every new artist comes up a little bit sharper. There's guides out here, checklists, even YouTube series breaking down the game. That's power, and that's Scott's blueprint living on. The more info we share, the less likely our people get finessed out their futures. Now, let's talk about where this is all going. The future is in platforms and tech tools that let artists own their music and sell direct to fans. No more middleman unless you want one. Blockchain? Yeah, it's a buzzword, but it's real. You got digital rights platforms now, contracts that automatically pay out, and transparent royalty statements so you can see every cent. Stuff like that, if used right, levels the field in ways Scott could only have dreamed of. And it ain't just about tech. It's about being part of these industry conversations, getting involved in policy, copyright law reforms, all that. Join advocacy groups, campaign for fairer streaming rates, make your voice heard so the next generation don't gotta fight the same battles. That's carrying on Scott's mission in real time, turning lessons learned through pain into power. That's the heart of hip-hop to me. So, hey, let's not just mourn Scott LaRock. Let's honor him by living the blueprint and pushing the culture forward. Thanks for rocking with me, for real. We still on the grind to get that last $5,000 for my Legacy Makers docuseries feature. Man, I want this episode out there to represent not just me, but the whole culture, everywhere. If you want to support, hit up money symbol DEEJAY Universe on Cash App, check downbylawmanagementllc.com for sponsorship, or tap into our digital telethon. Every first Saturday monthly, on YouTube, and IG Live. Together, we keep the dream hustling. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So, on that note, until the next episode, blessings, gratitude, and peace.
Yo, this ain't just management. This is culture, curated, legacy legislated. Down by law, we don't follow trends. We follow patterns. Let's go. Turn from me, we down by law. Dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you build from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design this shore. I move like a mogul, think like a rebel. Suits tailored fly, but I rose from the ghetto. Blueprint mental, pockets essential. Every artist I touch get credentials. From Hollis to Flames to the world stage dreams. I coach kings, cut deals in the seams. Fashion and flow, I'm threading the theme. Down by law, where grind meets gleam. They tried to box us in, we broke the frame. Management ain't changed, we free the game. Signed with a team, got the game on smash. From the pain to the fame, I'm built to last. Independent soul, but the structure's tight. EBO the fam, now the future bright. Contracts clean, mind on equity. What's the deal if it don't protect legacy? Streetwear steez with a law firm mind. Down by law, we ahead of our time. We down by law. dripping vision and couture. Crowned by hustle, can't ignore. From the block to the board, we secure that law. Legends ain't born, they're managed for more. Down by law. Put your fist to the sky if you're built from the core. Down by law. We don't follow the wave, we design the shore.
From strategy to style, we raise the bar. This ain't just the management, it's down by